might not be able to touch all the time. And so to see kids light up like the way they did, this might make their Christmas special for the rest of their life. This might be the most special one for them for the rest of their lives. You never know. So.
You just brought up something very interesting when talking about the regular season. You don't look at them for win or lose. You look at them for specific assignments, fundamentals, combinations.
Yeah, you know, don't get me wrong. You know, it's good to win, and you know, if we get that, then great. But I've been known in the past to sacrifice a loss in order to make sure we play the right way, and I get a better feel for when we go into the regular season.
Call timeout. Teach these guys a lesson. Are you not going to be anything like that?
No. The one thing I will do, he won't call a timeout. I'll call a timeout to teach, especially during this time. I mean, you know, there's no, during the regular season for the most part, once we get going, I won't go into the last 2 minutes of the game if I can help it without having, you know, 220 or something like that. So, but last night, I mean, I could have burned everyone in the first 3 minutes of the game.
You called one when Kobe missed a defensive set. You were somewhat critical of some of the way he was playing. What's that about? So you just need to learn what you guys are doing, or is it an effort thing? What was that about?
I mean, it was a combination of both. I mean, because it was simple. I thought that, you know, coming out in the third, especially, and he had done it a couple other times, he did not contest the shot. I don't want our guys blocking the shot. You're never going to block somebody's jump shot for the most part, because if you're blocking somebody's jump shot, that means you're the first one off the floor. And if you're the first one off the floor, a pump fake means you're in the air and there's a drive by. So I want him as well as everybody else to contest, but I want them to contest late. So at least contest a shot and box out as opposed to, you know, hands down. They call it hands down, man down or something like that. But I don't want his hands down and him watching, or anybody else on the team watching a guy shooting a jump shot.
You're a pretty brave man to do that. Some people would say, you sure you want to do that with Kobe Bryant in a preseason game, right?
Do what?
You know, criticize him, or?
You know what? I guess I look at it as coaching, and that's what I get. That's what Dr. Buss pays me to do. He pays me to coach his team, and if I was afraid to coach his team, then I shouldn't be here. I mean, it's as simple as that. And you know, hey, this business is a fiery business. You got a lot of different personalities, and that's part of being a head coach. You got to be able to juggle, maintain, or find the balance to be able to work with the personalities. But again, I don't look at it as criticizing. I look at it as coaching, and if I didn't do it, then I'd be stealing.
So what kind of adjustments to
Game 2 against the Clippers?
Well, there's a couple other combinations I want to take a look at in Game 2, and there's a couple of individuals that I want to take a little bit longer look at, and then some things offensively that I want to take a look at. Defensively, you know, right now we're teaching these guys how to be uncomfortable. We're doing things that we may not do in the regular season. For instance, we got our behinds kicked in pick and roll. Well, there's a chance during the regular season I'd probably make an adjustment. But the way we're playing pick and roll defense right now is probably one of the hardest ways to defend pick and roll. You got to have a mental toughness and a physical toughness to do it for a whole season and have that be your main coverage. And so instead of making an adjustment or giving the guys an out, I want to see if we can do it and stay into it mentally for the whole game. And if we're getting our behind kicked, instead of making an adjustment and changing things, I want to see how tough we are and see if we can fix it or make it right, even though it's not working.
Coach, you're talking there about showing as opposed to downing, which they did last round in pick and rolls, and it just takes more effort, basically.
So it takes a whole lot more effort because I'm asking Andrew and Powell at 7'1" and whatever they weigh to get out and attack the basketball, and knowing that everybody knows what we're going to do. They're going to bait our shows, and they're going to make passes behind it. Well, once you show and attack the ball, now you got to hustle out of it to get back to the rim or to help your teammates out. So there's a lot of ground that you have to cover. And if you're late showing, not only will you get embarrassed, but as a team we'll get embarrassed defensively. And that happened to us last night. And so hopefully it doesn't happen as much tomorrow because we got a little bit more pride and there's a little bit more mental focus and physical focus and trying to get it done the right way.